Hello everyone, it is me, Sonia.elsie here. Welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a mukbang. Yes, I know, I love doing these videos. And today's video is actually sponsored by the one, the only NUGGS. You guys have probably heard of NUGGS. I feel like they're all over the internet right now. But basically, NUGGS is a really awesome new brand of plant-based and vegan chicken nuggets. So obviously they don't use real chicken in them. There's no killing of little birds to go into these nuggets, which is exciting. I am always excited to try new vegan food, and I'm even more excited to be sponsored by vegan food. So thank you so much to NUGGS for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to check them out down below, they will be linked. Also, if you guys use the code SONIA10 on the NUGGS website, then you will get 10% off, which is really exciting. So let's go show this new brand some love. Let's show them that we want more vegan products on the market. Okay, so let's try. Let's pick, I'm gonna pick one from the middle. They kind of look like little fishies. So I have ketchup and peanut sauce here. I'm gonna try the ketchup first. That crunch though. Also, do you guys like that I finally have a mukbang setup? It's about time. They're nice and crispy. I haven't eaten meat in forever, but if I was just eating this, I would not even know that it was vegan. It was so nice and crispy. I wish I had the sweet chili sauce from Trader Joe's. That's like my favorite. And it's very crispy. The texture's nice on the inside. It's not too greasy, but it's not like, you know, dry. It's really good. Literally only have to bake these for 10 minutes. It's like super easy. The only thing is the peanut sauce is a little spicy, and I'm like not really into spicy, but oh my god, I'm sorry. This is so good. The flavor. Oops. So guys, how are y'all doing today? What's good? Let me know. If you guys are eating with me, comment down below what you're eating. And if you're not eating, comment the last thing that you ate down below. Personally, if I'm like sitting down watching a mukbang, I have to be eating something. I can maybe play one in the background of me cleaning or whatever, but to sit down and watch one without food, it's just like, why would I do that to myself? These are also made with pea protein. I know some of you guys are not into the whole soy thing. I get it. But yeah. This is pea protein. A lot of my favorite, you know, vegan things are made with pea protein instead of soy. It has a different flavor. More of a different texture, but the flavor is pretty similar. I don't know. So I'm currently running on 2 hours of sleep, which is awesome. I was like, I'm gonna go to bed so early, and it's gonna be the best day of my ever life, and I'm gonna wake up so early and it's gonna be super fun. Still woke up early, but I could not fall asleep until 3 because for some reason when I know that I'm getting up early, my body's like, whoa, are you sure about that? Are you sure you want to do that? How about just sleep in? Like, just sleep in. And I'm like, no, I have shit to do. My body's like, no, I am not gonna fall asleep. I'm sorry. So, some life updates. I know I mentioned this in my last mukbang, but I've been taking an acting class and it's been really fun. I feel like my hair is a hot mess. Oh yeah, I just cut my hair myself. Go watch my last video. But it has been so much fun, and I feel like I've really been stepping outside of my comfort zone and actually participating more, because I'm paying for the class, you know, I might as well like participate. The first few weeks I did it, I was like really nervous, and in the first few classes I was scared. I didn't want to participate in the exercises or like put up scenes or whatever. But now I'm getting more comfortable like being on stage and being in front of people and like just doing weird shit. Not weird shit, but you know, I feel like it's more acceptable in that class to get away with like weird stuff because everybody understands that it's a part of acting. But it's really cool. I'm really glad I did it. Or I'm currently doing it. I have no thoughts on quitting or anything. So, you know, that's lit. So yesterday I was I got an email super last minute of like an audition, and it's like a challenging one. So the script was like kind of challenging. So I was reading it and I was like, I have no idea how I'm gonna do this. So I went to class, and basically what's cool about the class is you can just like, in the sign-up sheet, you can put up a scene that this is probably typical of most acting classes, but for me it's cool because, you know, I can have someone critique without, you know, without paying for like one-on-one teaching. But so I put up the script of the audition I was gonna do, so did it in front of everyone, and the notes he gave me were like so good. I just felt really inspired. I was like, yes, I could finally like do well in an audition. I don't know, but yeah, the script is hard. I'm filming the self-tape today because I still have to work on memorizing it. It's a little bit memorized, but not completely. And working on that. Yeah, so my friend's coming over, we're gonna film it. It's gonna be fun. But that's one of the reasons why I've gotten up so early, is because I needed to work on that. So, you know. Met a girl crazy for me. Met a boy cute as can be. I'm so excited for summer, guys. It's gonna be so much fun. I feel it. I feel it in the air. I went to Laguna Beach last weekend, and it was so much fun. It's so cute out there. Like, hadn't been there in forever, and finally went, and I was like, ah, it's nice here. I don't know. I'm so lucky to live in California. I love it here so much. But yeah, I've just been feeling really inspired lately to write, and I'm still working on my poetry book. I feel like I've been talking about that for years. Not years, but like since 2017. I think I've grown a lot as a writer. I'm really glad that I didn't publish anything back then, because now I've been reading some of the stuff that I wrote back then, and I'm like, excuse me. Who do you think you are, sis? Like, literally, what is this? But yeah, a lot of that old stuff I've like taken and I've like rewritten, or taken the idea and kind of like gone further with it, which I like, so that's been good. But yeah, it feels good to feel inspired. I don't know, but I always, like last night I was so inspired at like 2:30 in the morning, and I was like, I have to be up in like a few hours. Like, a brain, this is not the time. But for some reason, that's when my brain is like, hey, let's do this. I've kind of wanted to talk about more, how I got into acting and how I got like interested in acting, because I don't have a lot of experience. Like, I'm pretty much just beginning, like just doing all the basics right now. Like, have not gotten anything major right now. I have like a couple things on IMDb, but like it's literally, this is nothing crazy. I was in a music video, which was fun. It hasn't been released yet, but it was for a Korean band. Moving them all closer together. And so that's cool. I'll share it with y'all when it comes out. But the acting class has been super good. And initially what inspired me to get into acting was, so I was in community college back in my hometown, Bellingham, Washington, you know. And I needed a few more credits. So I was speaking with my, you know, counselor. You know, the counselors that help you figure out where, oh my god, that just fell apart. The counselors that help you figure out where you need to go and like what you need to do, what classes you need to take, what you should do if you want to do this, you know. So she was like, oh well, there's an acting class that you can take, like introduction to acting, if you want, like that will satisfy your credit. I only needed to take like 1/4 of that class or whatever. So I was like, sure, I'm down. Sounds really fun. So I'd always been kind of interested in acting. I always wanted to do drama, like in high school, but I was in an orchestra, so the classes were at the same time. Freaking orchestra! No, I always wanted to do drama. Never really got the opportunity to, so I was like, okay, this sounds cool. And the teacher was cool, I really liked him. The exercises, I was like, whoa, what is this? This is so interesting. So that was fun. I always look forward to those classes. And the teacher came up to me one day and was like, hey, like, do you want to be in the play? Like, I've been like watching you in class, like you wouldn't have to audition because I think you do really well in it. And I was like, okay, like that sounds fun. But I'd never been in any kind of play. The last time I'd been on stage was like 6th grade at my talent show. I like played the piano for 30 seconds. Freaking awesome. But yeah, so I was like, sure, I'll do that. So at first he gave me a role with like 1 line in it, and then he was like, he came up to me, he was like, it was probably a week before the play. He's like, it seems like you're really bored with your thing. He gave me a scene with another girl where we both had dialogue back and forth, and it was like paragraphs of stuff. And I was like, hell nah, like there is no way in hell I can memorize any of this. But of course I was like, yeah, I'll do it, because it seemed way more fun than what I was currently doing. And so I was working with this other student who was like directing our scene, and I was like, wow. And I memorized it, and I was like, what the heck, I didn't know I could do this. And I remember like the first night on stage, I was so nervous. Like before, I was like literally, like for days before, I was like, you know the nervous poop that you get when you're about to like do something crazy? I was getting nervous poops, and I was so nervous. But I remember I got on stage and it was just me and the girl. We were doing the scene, and I was like, my stage fright was like gone. So when I moved out here, I guess I moved out here mainly for YouTube, social media, and also acting. I wasn't really sure what I was doing, and I still don't really know what I'm doing. But I remember when I was first visiting, I had some friends that were doing acting, and I was like, you know, asking them questions, and this like still makes me angry to this day because it's just not true. But they were talking about, like, they were constantly bragging about all the acting things they were doing, and so I was like, oh, they must be like open to talking about it. So I asked them, I was like, oh, like how did you get your agent? Like what, how did that work? Just because I literally had no idea, you know, any of that stuff. And they were like, this pisses me off so much. They were like, if you don't know how to get an agent by now, then you probably shouldn't be in this industry, and you have to know someone to get an agent. Like, I now have an agent, and I'm like, what the fuck? The mentality that a lot of these people have is like, oh, well, I don't want to help this person out because they could be competition to me, like they could take my job, like if I tell too many people how to do this, like I'm gonna have more competition, you know? And it's like, I just hate that so much. Like there's room for everybody to succeed, and yes, there are, you know, in life people that will take advantage of you. There are people, I've had it happen many times where, you know, people have used me for the friends that I have, or, you know, I've had like use me for different collaborations or whatever, and then as soon as they get what they want, you know, they cut me off. And I just learned, I don't know, that you can't let mean people affect how kind you are to people. And I don't know, it just pissed me off so much. It was like, it really showed like their true colors. But yeah, if people ask me questions, like I will always tell them. I literally, like when people tell me they want an agent, I like give them my agent's phone number. I'm like, hit them up, like they're always looking for new people. Like I'm not gonna be someone that's gonna hold the information back just to be like petty, or to be like, oh, like you're my competition, because there's so much of that in LA and I don't want to be a part of that. Like I know what it's like, and I still know what it's like because I still feel like this way, to like not know what I'm doing, to feel lost, like to have no idea what's going on. Just to have someone nicely explain something to you can mean so much, you know? So, I don't know, weird rant aside, but that was like, I just can't believe they said that to me, because that was, it's so not true. Like, so not true. Guys, I know it looks like I ate no food, but I'm so full. These are very filling. Shout out NUGGS for sponsoring this video. Y'all are freaking OG. Guys, if you could please just support them, I'm very grateful, and I'm so excited for a new vegan food item. Also, if you guys are wondering about delivery, it came refrigerated. It came with like what is it, dry ice or whatever, so you don't have to worry about it going bad or like not being cold or anything, because it came super fast. Like as soon as they told me it shipped, I think I got it like that night. It was crazy. So anyways, but yeah, thank you so much NUGGS for sponsoring this video. Thank you guys for watching and listening to me talk about things. You guys are awesome. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff, and if you watched until the end, comment Nug Gang. no, comment Nug Nation. But yeah, anyways guys, love you so much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye everyone!